Good evening everyone, this is Gillian and this is day 2 of the 100-day project, of which mine is Everything Junk Journal. Today I'm going to show you how to make some faux vellum for pages or tags or whatever for your junk journal. I've previously done a video where I experimented with the best oils to use. So if you troll back through my videos, it's quite a little while ago, you'll be able to watch that one. The outcome of that for me was that baby oil is the best thing to use. So literally it's such an easy and I find satisfying task to turn ordinary paper into faux vellum. So all you need is whatever papers you want to alter, plus some cotton pads, plus some baby oil, or whichever oil you happen to prefer to use. So I've got a few different sheets of paper today to just quickly show you. It just is so quick. So pour some oil onto your cotton pad, literally rub it into the paper. You can see straight away how the paper starts soaking it up. This particular one is tea dyed paper that's just a copy, so I've copied some. So you've got a white back and the beigey colour front face. Oops, and don't spill it all over your desk like I've just done. So as I'm working on this particularly lurid green surface, you can see it coming through. I'm going to go as quick as I can, so as not to bore you too much. I might not do as many pages as I got out to show you. In fact, just literally when you've got it done one side, turn the paper over. You usually will find, like with this, that most of it is soaked through, so you won't need any more oil. You just need to spread the oil that you've got there to make sure that the whole surface is covered. There, you can see how quick that was. And then, sorry I'm distracted, I've just got such a big pool now of baby oil on my desk, which I don't think will harm the wood, but I will just, that's right. So then, as you can see, what that has now done is made the paper transparent. So the colour, instead of being white on one side and the colour on the other side, is now the colour right the way through. Oh my gosh, there it goes again. That's because I was trying to get the light up a bit. It looks a little bit dark. Just to show you, I'm not going to do as many as I plan to do because I've got greasy and I'm spilling. So the next thing I'm going to show you is music sheets. Now, I love, this is vintage music sheet, and I absolutely love the way it looks when the oil is on it. So I'll show you. Again, it soaks it up very quickly. Usually when I'm doing them for myself or for journals that I'm going to sell or whatever, I usually go slower than this. And it isn't because I need to, it's just because I enjoy it. I enjoyed it, like watching the transformation of the ordinary paper into a vellum-like paper. Put some more on. You can see how quickly you can do it if you want to just make a quick job of it, but I really enjoy just taking it slow. usually. I just don't want to hang you around too much watching me do this. That's right, I've put the light down a bit differently, so maybe you'll be able to see it. It's a more muted tone now. So again, you can see how that paper's now become transparent. Now this is a look that I don't mind at all. You can see both sides of the printing on both sides, so you're getting the side with the music and the music at the back coming through, so back to front. Now I quite like that look, don't mind it at all, but sometimes I only want to be able to see one lot of music clearer. So the same page as I've just done there, I also photocopied. So here's a photocopy of that page. And what you will see is when I do the same process, I have left the photocopy to dry a while, because I have noticed that if I do it too quickly, you can see now that some of the black's coming off. If you do it too quickly, don't let it dry on my particular type of printer, then it would smudge quite a lot. So exactly the same, oiling up. Turn over, rub the other side. I suppose the other thing about me going slower as well is that I tend to try to use less oil. I'm kind of throwing the oil at it to be fast tonight. It just means that there's much more surplus to wipe off. So there, you can see I've done both sides of that. You can see it has blurred a bit. If I'd left it longer, because I've only just done that, if I'd left it longer we would avoid that. But there you see that instead of having the music through, you've got a very clear, you can see it back through that side, but you've got a very clear definition of the music, as opposed to that one where you've got the music coming through from the other side. So that's just a matter of taste really, and what you want to use it for, etc. What I've also done, and you'll see it in the other video if you do want to go and watch that, is I decoupaged, I think it was birds on that video, decoupaged onto the original music sheet, then photocopied it, then oiled it, and that came up really lovely. Really was pleased with those. And then I will just show you a couple more now. I'll get a clean bit of cotton pad so that I don't get black onto this one. This one, as you can see, I hope, is a tea dyed page. Let's put the light down a bit. I think that's better. This, doing the oiling onto tea dyed, gives a real impression of vintage vellum. This one isn't a particularly dark tea dye. Ones that are, again it depends on taste. Ones that are come out can come out looking really old. And one that I did a while ago, I haven't got it on film or anything, but one that I did a while ago was the deeds of our old house, which were, I think, the early 1900s. I don't think we've got the very first ones, I can't remember, but written in beautiful script, and they look gorgeous, the documents anyway, and I photocopied bits that didn't divulge any like personal information about the house, if you can be personal about information about a house, but I think you know what I mean. And they came out beautifully. Really did look like a very old vellum document. That's torn it, literally, but never mind, because I tear a lot of my paper for use in journals anyway. So there you can see that this has got a lot of shine on it at first, because it will need to be dried. So it does lose a lot of that shine, but you just see how, and what it does is really changes the texture of the paper as well, makes it much stronger. I like using it in journals with like a picture behind it, so that you can see it through the, like a ghost, more of a ghostly image through it. And then finally I'll just show you on a photocopy of a book page. So here I've got a book page from Elizabeth Holden, Country Diary, and who doesn't love her work? Bearing in mind that I've photocopied this, and it would only have to be for my own use because of copyright. But what I wanted to show you with an image was how oiling it brings out the colours. Now I know Edith Holden uses muted colours, but just using this as an illustration of how oiling the page just it brings out the colours beautifully. Again, I've only just photocopied this, so we might get some ink running, but I'm going to do half and leave half for now, just to show you, even with that one side, maybe it's not going to be so evident with this one, but what we do get, certainly with some deeper colours, I've noted it a lot that the colours are much brighter after the page has been oiled. I just love this. I don't know, there's something about it. There's something about the transformation, as well as it can be really, if you're not filming yourself, it can be really relaxing, doing the smoothing over of the paper with the oil. So what you can now see, yes, I think that has brought out the colours a bit more. They're popping a bit more. But then also what we have is the same image in reverse on the back. And that's part of the magic that I love about doing this oiling. Now I'm going to leave it there, but just be aware that the next step will be using paper towel to dry the excess oil off. And then what I tend to do, which I got a tip from somebody on my last video, is put the pages between layers of paper towel with weight on top of them, so that all of the as much excess can be soaked up as possible. And I'll do a little bit more about these pages on another day, because after all I've got 98 days left of everything junk journal. So there you are, beautiful and beautiful. So bye for now, and I'll see you on day 3. Bye.